Going anywhere. Hi, I'm Warren Sprouse, host of the Bible Forum on Sunday nights right here on thebibleforum.net. Would love for you to join us for 2 hours of stimulating conversation, looking at all of the affairs going on in life and discussing them in light of the Bible, the Word of God. Today I wanted to talk to you about a new dating app for your phone, your iPad, your iMac, I don't know, whatever you got. It's an app that claims that it will liberate people from monogamy. Yeah, these are a bunch of open-minded souls who have put together a dating app for people who want to have a non-monogamous, open relationship. And you think, well, how many people are there that would go for an... So far, 70,000 people have downloaded this app. And it just came out last month. That would be in May of 2015. The app's website bills it as an anti-cheating alternative for members who are, quote, liberated from the confines of conventional, old-fashioned, repressed ways of loving, end of quote. Who are these people? Godless people. That's who these people are. Godless people. God's people don't do stuff like this. The app is called Open Minded, and it claims to cater to the growing number of people interested in an unconventional relationship configuration. Its founder's name is Brandon Wade, and he launched the app in the midst of what he calls a shift in societal ideals. Yes, it's a shift. It's a cultural shift from decency to degradation. Wade's argument is that most Americans are unsatisfied with monogamous marriage. You think most people are dissatisfied with monogamy? When the author of this particular article went to work to look up the statistics, found out that Wade didn't know what he's talking about. The Heritage Foundation said the vast majority of Americans don't accept this premise, and they don't look for marriages outside of the traditional. The gal who did the research on that points to a Gallup survey that was released just last week, that would have been early in June, that found only 8% of Americans viewed married men or women who are having an affair as being morally acceptable. 8%. On the other hand, acceptance for other moral issues like homosexual relationships, having a baby outside of marriage, that's 23%. We're not as moral as we think we are. Open-minded follows the familiar path of online dating sites and apps. Become a member, create a profile, connect with other users. But the app allows other users to identify what kind of relationships and configurations they really want and how many users they would like to connect with. Are you getting the picture? Statistics show monogamous marriage is still the best arrangement for adult and especially child flourishing, according to the experts. Inside a stable marriage, children are less likely to be poor, less likely to drop out of high school, less likely to do drugs, less likely to commit a crime. Marital stability matters when it comes to children, even if it doesn't matter to you. There is no authoritative standard for this unique and different way of living your sexual life. And individually and now corporately as a society, we're going to have to learn the hard way what it's going to mean. And we're going to have to do that in every single generation. Because the human heart is wicked. It's deceitful above all things. It wants what it wants. And now that we have overthrown our objective standards of morality, standards that have been traditional for millennia in cultures descending down through the ages, in throwing all this away, every generation is going to have to learn and suffer, not necessarily in that order, suffer and then learn, the horrors of these alternate forms of marriage,